All right. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Dalton.
We're here.
Yeah, another day in the Illinois wrestling ecosystem. A lot of stuff's going on. Yesterday, we went through a little recap show. A lot of ranked kids getting matches against each other this weekend, and I think some of these rankings are changing. So we're going to dive into 1A rankings tonight. We got through 132 last time when we went into 1A, but we're going to jump in and kind of make sure we change anything to 106 and to 132 before we get up there. So
Without it being a pain in the ass, can you put our 106 up right now?
yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, so
Perfect.
here are 106 rankings: Raiden Terry, Landon Neer, Charlie Flores, Leland Nelson, Drink Wine. We got to see Raiden Terry defeated Charlie Flores 6-4 in the finals of the Comet. Was it the Comet Classic? Yeah, the Comet Classic. And Drink Wine took third. And so Landon Neer was undefeated this weekend in duels. And I think he's staying put. So this weight class, I don't really know outside of number 10. I didn't really have any changes to this one.
No, I
No.
think our 106 1A rankings are really solid, and I don't know how about some wrestling math. I know this is what I like to do, especially at 106. But Raiden Terry majored Landon Neer, and then Landon Neer beat Flores by 7 points, I believe. So a 6-4 match between Terry and Flores. I don't really know what that means, but
Styles make matchups, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
how
it looks like 2 through 5 are all pretty close, and maybe even 6 include Kale Wright and Stephen Uden, and Raiden Terry just looks like he's winning.
yeah.
So,
And I don't. I know for a fact that Neer wasn't 100% when they not an excuse. Neer wasn't 100% when him and Terry wrestled. I think maybe that's why the score was the way it was, and I think. I think those top three are the top three with undoubtedly, and I think the next time Terry and Landon see each other, yeah, when Landon
It'll be a different match.
I think
Not saying the outcome will be different, but it'll be a way different match.
And it'll be either in the semis or the state finals at 106.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. 113, Philpott, Hagavold, Eimer, Peterson. Let's
Paxton
see.
Pyatt.
Yeah, Dylan. Well, I was just going to go to the results. Comet Classic, Dylan Eimer took first. Hagavold was at the Illini Classic.
Runner up to Rocco Hayes.
Yep. So trying to see if there's any changes. Josiah Perez, he went undefeated this weekend. And what was we did have to look this up. Pyatt, I think, had a win. Somebody beat Pyatt.
Yeah, he got tech followed by Philpott.
Okay, but wasn't there another? There was another. I gotta browse through this real quick. I'm pretty sure. Was it the pit as well? Let me pull up the pit.
For who? Pyatt?
Yeah. Do you have any recent losses?
I just remember Philpott, I think, at Abe's, right?
Yeah, I don't think Pyatt was at the pit. Wasn't
okay.
Out.
He beat Cohen Sweely. Okay, so that was correct.
Well, he won by medical forfeit.
Okay. You are correct.
Does that not count, Mark?
No, it does.
Count.
I'm just saying that was the score. I just clicked on his track, and it just showed. That was the first thing I clicked on, and it said.
Was it actually medically forfeit, or did they wrestle and it happened, or did it not?
Yeah.
It has a 0-0 max,
Okay.
and then it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. Usually that means it never happened.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's look at that. So I think everything stays the same. I was gonna look up anything on White if anything changed, but Brandon White I think placed at the pit, which is why he was where he was at. But and if there's a 9 and 10 that we could find to throw up there, let me
Yeah.
know.
What about Nolan Callahan from Hope Academy?
Just looking at that name myself.
He's got a lot of losses at 120, and then he's been beat by Phil Pottenheimer. But like his losses at 20 are like Tennyson, Willie Duchesmain, King 11-10, Burton 15-7. Yeah, Nolan Callahan sticks out to me. Braden Edwards. Do we have Braden Edwards in there?
Oakwood kid.
Oakwood Salt Fork kid.
Yeah, he placed behind White from Dakota at the pit.
Yeah, those would be my two right there. Braden Edwards from Oakwood Salt Fork, and then Nolan Callahan, Hope Academy. Hope Academy's like a way better program this year than they were years ago.
Hope Academy's tough, man. They got some depth too.
Yeah. Mark, there was no head to head between those two, so orders no big deal.
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go to 120. This one's pretty solid right now. Braden Tennyson, Preston Waddle, Jeremiah Lawrence. Let's see. Logan Roberts. Now this is the one. No, you did not say that. Logan Roberts.
I have a kid that we need to talk about at 120.
Well, we're at 120.
Oh no. Who is it now?
Kobe.
Hold on. Let me.
Is his dad pretty cool?
I don't know his dad, believe it or not. Kobe Clark out of Ottawa. He's tough. He's good. He took 4th at the Comet tournament. He lost to Caden Wood out of Reed Custer 5-3. And I thought we had Caden Wood somewhere here.
We don't.
We don't.
All right. Well, Kobe Clark, tough kid.
Where's that Bradley from? Where's Bradley? Is that a school?
Yeah, Bradley
Bourbonnais.
That's single A?
Yep.
So Zach Hoffner, somebody to consider. He, no, this is all.
I don't think Bradley's a 1A school.
On that team?
Is Bradley not 1A school?
I don't think so, because I believe that's where Evan Johnson goes, and I think it's a 3A school.
Bradley Bourbonnais is a 3A school.
Listen here.
Bourbonnais is a big ass town, right?
Bradley.
You know what? Bradley Bourbonnais is not a 1A school. I always screwed that up. Bishop Mack would be a 1A school.
Okay,
but they're
right
by each other.
Yeah.
Bradley Bourbonnais' enrollment is 1,800.
Yeah. Sometimes Mark says Bourbonnais instead of Bourbonnais.
Bradley Bourbonnais.
I've heard that before.
That was not me that says it. I always say Bourbonnais.
Okay. So 120 has been updated correctly after the pit. So I think that's all good. 26. We updated this one as well. Let me know if there's anything different.
Yeah, we have to. Devin Eiler, he's back, man. He has to be in there on past achievements alone.
Devin who?
Come on. Oakwood.
He has no matches. He's not officially back.
He's officially back.
He's back?
He's back.
I don't know who this Devin Eiler. How do you spell it?
Yes, you do. He's won IK State a couple times. He's a folk style national champ. You know who he is. His dad's name, you know who he is. Dustin. His dad's Dustin. Super cool guy, buddy. Super cool guy. Devin Eiler, you know him. You say Eiler probably though.
So where do we put him? If he's going to be put somewhere, where do we put him?
Number 1.
It cannot be number 1. I think Tyson Waddle is obviously
Yeah, nobody's
favorite.
taking Tyson Waddle's ranking.
Cooper Morris has looked really good, and I think
Who-
I mean, if anything, you slow him. I think you throw him in the bottom until he gets matches in. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I don't have a problem throwing him in and making 11, or dropping like
yeah.
Sadler out. Sorry,
let's look
Drew.
at let's look at Drew's losses and see if he is
And
gonna.
a little interesting tidbit about Eiler and Hawthorne and Waddle, they're all in the same sectional.
Yeah, Drew Sadler did lose to Marion High. Where's Marion there?
Woodstock.
No, not that
Well,
one.
Marion and Heights. You talking about St. Louis?
I don't know. He just has a loss. 121. So today he lost. Drew Sadler lost today.
There's a Marion in
I mean, he's been beat by
Chicago
Morris 6-2.
Heights.
Baker 3-1 Chicago. Yeah, but Sadler's from Anna Jonesboro, dude. I don't think he was up in Chicago Heights. He was down in Marion, Illinois.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which is Southern Illinois. Yeah, I mean, Sadler's got pinned by Wellbaum, pinned by Hawthorne, beat by Morris 6-2, lost 3-1 to Baker.
All right.
Rice
Well,
from Missouri.
we'll drop Sadler, put Eiler in, and we'll see some of his matches on his way back. But
Yeah.
he's a stud. He has all the accolades from the past. He's been injured. We did talk about him at the beginning of a ranking series, and yeah, that's Jim's guy right now. So let's go jump into 32. Now, Mark, you said you had something to mention about 132.
Yeah, so at 132, hold on, I'm looking at it. Okay, yeah. For me right now, we need to take Brendan Rail, and we could probably put him, in my opinion, he goes all the way up to 2. But at the worst 4. He's
Man,
undefeated on the year. All right, he lost
This guy
he lost
hates,
2 Masters at the state tournament last year.
This guy hates golf. This guy hates golf.
I do. But listen, this guy got beat at state last year by Lincoln Hoger. He just tech falled him. I got a call from Brandon Green, and he said straight up, Brendan Rail, I'd put Rail all the way up. He's undefeated on the year, guys. He's won everything. It's not been very competitive for him. He's jacked. He's at Belleville Altoff Catholic. They're under the radar. Belleville Altoff Catholic is really freaking good right now. They got a bunch of kids that transferred in from like public schools, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that a thing?
Oh, as long as you move, it's totally legit.
So Brendan Rail beats Lincoln Hoger, but
He
Hoger's
tech falled Lincoln Hoger.
but Hoger's still not very far. He hasn't lost. He lost to Randall. He lost to Nino Prati. He lost to Carrier. So all good losses, if that matters. But
yeah, if you go to the comment class, hold on, I gotta go to the comment class. Brendan Rail this year. Brackets, come on, pop up. Joke.
at the comment.
New window view.
so how did Hoger and Rail end up on the same side of the bracket?
Rail was the 3 seed. Hoger was a 2 seed.
Yeah, and then he beat Josiah Willis in the finals from Chicago Hope.
15-11.
Yeah, Brendan Rail's 23-0 this year, guys. But
And Willis is actually he was the 4 seed. He took out the 1 seed.
yep.
Bryant from Porta, who
DNP.
ended up losing to Hoger 7-4.
So what if I just do I drop Hoger down more, or do I drop the whole list? So what I basically did was just put Brendan Rail in where Hoger was, dropped Hoger, and the rest down.
Yeah, that works. But
Still we see some of these head to head. I mean, Hoger that's his first loss in 1A, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his dad Ryan's super cool.
Are we playing a drinking game, Jim? every time Jim.
Every
No.
time Jim brings up a dad of one of the kids, he has to take a drink. So he's gonna do it more and more just so he can have more drinks. He's playing against himself.
Yeah, that's funny.
Jesus, I love it. I love it.
Well, I like that. I like that change for 32.
And
Brandon Green, Dean Wainwright, stay there. Go ahead, buddy.
I was just saying I wouldn't count the Willis kid out of anything either yet.
Yeah, that's the other one. Josiah Willis.
That's the coach's kid too. His dad's the coach there, building that program up and everything.
Yeah, his dad's pretty cool.
He's a super good guy. He went to Northwestern, I believe, actually. So,
Jim, drink.
I'm in.
Well, all right. So tell me, guys. So maybe instead of putting information over here, this is where I put like guys to watch or something. So what do we do with somebody? Josiah Willis just got second at the Comet Classic. He loses to Rail 15-11, so a high scoring match.
I don't like. Let's not say honorable mention because that sounds just like such a pompous thing to say. You know what I mean? Like honorable mention. That's just
well, like I said. I mean, to be honest, I'm not against the idea of just expanding the list to whoever we feel is.
Can you put an arrow next to his name, like in the box over? Just like, okay, here he is. He's on the rise. We're predicting.
Yeah,
like an upward arrow. Is everybody cool with that?
I mean,
Josiah Willis went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. He lost one match at the Rumble. He lost 14-8 in sudden victory to Brody Matthews from Medallion. So he's a tough kid. But yeah, I mean, I still would look at him as like a if I'm going to put him in that realm, then I would have to say Brody Matthews from Medallion is in that same area. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but yeah, I think we're fine at 32 right now. Still, we could put like Josiah Willis there. Maybe put Brody Matthews right next to him. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
And awesome. We're moving on.
Great. All right, 138. This is where we left off. So this is the new weight class that we haven't visited from Abe's or from Pitt. So Jude Finch wins Pitt. Jeremy Eggleston from Reed Custer, second. Rangel from Oakwood, third. Let's see what happened.
Do you know anything? You got any inside information on anybody in this bracket, Mark?
At 138?
Yeah.
I might know something.
Yeah, who was telling me about
I heard Wizlowski might be out. I think they're hoping he's going to make a return before regionals, but my understanding is he broke his hand recently.
Who's that?
Which Brody Wizlowski, maybe?
Seeing how we didn't see him at the pit.
We didn't see him at the pit.
And he was there, right? He was there. He was not.
Oh yeah, Jason. There. Remember? Yeah, Jason said he saw him walking around. Yeah, I do remember that.
That really would change that weight class up quite a bit if he's out. But I did hear a rumor. I did hear that Wizlowski broke his hand.
What about Alvarado? Is he back?
Yeah.
He's back.
He got his bell rung. Another kid that we probably need to include is Taylor Finley from Tolono Unity.
I thought he was 32.
Is he 32?
I kind of think that.
Well, if he is, then he deserves a much higher ranking because his only losses are really that I can see are he lost to Wizlowski 2-0 and he lost to Alvarez 8-5.
Maybe he is 38. I just thought he was at 30.
Pedro Rangel, Oakwood.
At Abe's. What do you wrestle at Abe's, Stewie?
Hold on. Taylor Finley, Tolono, Unity. I'm thinking he's at 138 this year.
I think.
Ooh,
Well,
at the
yeah,
Age Rumble, he wrestled 38.
Okay.
He tech falled Alvarado, beat and then lost to Widlowski 2-0 in the finals. He won Sycamore at 38, beating Verona from Muhammad by tech fall. He stuck Jaden Dohane, however you say it, Dahajne from Sycamore.
Jaden's tough.
Yeah, and he's, I mean, yeah.
So am I
He's
looking at
pretty
this?
much, he
If he
dominated,
Yeah, if he teched elbow, guess what?
but he's at 38.
Yeah.
Yep. He's killed people this year outside of the loss to at 2-0 Widlowski lost in Alvarez. So if I'm looking at that, I think he's got to be at 38. He's got to be number 3 if Widlowski's 2. Alvarado's got to drop. Andrew does.
From not ranked to number 2.
And
Well, number 3 because Widlowski's 2 still.
Okay.
I would put Widlowski 2, and I would put Taylor Finley from Tolono at 3. And yeah, so Widlowski 2. I would probably.
I'm glad you brought him up, Mark, because I actually wrote myself a note about him, and I would have forgot about it if you didn't say it. I really would have.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, he's good. Taylor Finley, you're in, man. Sorry that we missed you.
Yeah, but Widlowski would be 2. Finley would be 3, and then I would probably put Verhiki 4. Alvarado would drop to 5, and then I would slide Eggleston, Johnson, and Cole Yarborough down.
Yarborough's Vandalia?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I met Michael Roper.
Oh, from Roxana.
Yeah, super cool guy, man. Super cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't mention this when we were doing 132, guys, but I just want to put it out there. But in case you're wondering, the number 1 wrestler in Class A at 132 pounds is Junior Mother Frickin' Green from Roxana, Illinois. Write that shit down. State champ. Done deal.
It's been noted.
Sorry, Dalton. I didn't swear though. I said mother freaking.
Yeah. Buddy, that Pedro Rangel of Oakwood. What about him? Where's this guy?
He was third at the pit.
He was third at the pit, and his losses, I looked up just a second ago. His losses are to Charlie Connors and
Alvarado 4-0.
And then he had a couple at 44, but Verhiki beat him. But he lost to Connors at the pit 7-3, then he beat Connors 7-3. So
he lost to Verhiki. So maybe we'll slide him in. And go back to the 3 through 4. Is this how you had it?
Widlowski, I'd have Widlowski. Actually, I'd probably move Alvarado to 5. And I would move Alvo to 5 and Verhiki to 4. And then that puts us at 9. And then I love to give freshmen. I like to give freshmen that are doing well. Finn Hoffman from Eureka. He won Seneca. He lost in the finals at Metamora and Kiwani. His losses, he got pinned by Nelson. He lost to Brandon 6-3, Rob 13-10. I don't know. But it's just that group after that, when I look at them, they're all over the place. So, the Lena Winslow kid ain't bad.
At 38, I mean, we got to talk about this. This kid placed higher than Donald Cannon.
Who's that?
Weekend at the
who did?
Marty Williams. Ronald Baker III.
Oh, that's my guy, but he's in 2A.
Oh, okay. What about Champagne Centennial? Is that 2A as well?
Isn't that where Ronald Baker III wrestles?
No, so he wrestled Champagne Central. This is Champagne Centennial, and I cannot pronounce this gentleman's name, who took third at the Marty Williams. I mean, I can look up his.
They're not 1A though.
Okay.
Champagne Central or Centennial, I believe, are both 2A.
Okay.
I'm positive they are. Now, I'm positive they're not 1A.
Got it.
Um,
All right. Well, let's.
oh, wait. This is one of those weird ones.
Burbanus.
Bourbonanus. Bourbonais.
And
Oh,
who was the individual that you were bringing up from? Was it from Seneca? I mean,
yeah, he's just a freshman, but he's been in. He's got only a couple losses. He's won a tournament. He's won a tournament. He's been in the finals at 2 separate tournaments.
What's his name again? Sorry.
Sorry. I was looking. Finn Hoffman from Eureka.
Well, he's got a loss to Chase Stedman of Tremont, and he has a loss to Lucas Nelson of Polo, which is somebody who maybe if we're trying to get somebody on the list.
He's Polo's 2A though this year.
Polo's 2A.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. What about that Chase Stedman or the Wrangle? I think the Wrangle.
I thought we got Rango at 9.
Yeah,
I was looking at 10.
Him. Yeah, we got him. Sorry, you're right. 10.
Chase Stedman.
Yeah, I think he's worthy of it.
Track wrestling. Chase Stedman. I'm gonna give him a gander right now. You could be spot on that.
Yeah, you got 6th at the pit. He's beaten. He beat Finn Hoffman.
He only beat Noah Cerny from Marion 10-8.
Cerny's tough. Getting tougher.
Yeah, he's getting tougher.
Yeah.
At the Unity, he took 5th. He lost to a kid from Rochester in sudden victory. But the way they do theirs, they don't get wrestlebacks.
Well, he also just lost to Cooper Chester from East Peoria. So.
Yeah, maybe we just leave 10. Whatever, it's fine. Just leave it empty. It's still, we don't know. It's a hodgepodge.
Yeah, I'd almost rather leave it blank than put somebody in there that was beat by somebody else we're not talking about. Is that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets tough there. All right, yeah, we'll leave it.
Johnsburg kid that was 3rd at Rockford East. He won the Richmond tournament. Still in Valley.
Don't we have him in there, Landon Johnson?
No, we don't.
He's in there at number 7.
Oh, sorry. Yep, my bad.
All right, we'll look at 10 after this.
Somebody reach out to somebody.
Yeah, any of us. If you got a 38-pounder that's worthy, tell us his record and where he's from.
I mean, yeah, we can talk about a couple of these guys named Maurice Glass. He's wrestling tough from Stockton here, but he's gonna have a tough time making it downstate, let alone being in the top 10.
How did he do in Oregon at the quad?
All right,
we were at the.
Oh yeah. How did he do?
All I'll say about that though, the one thing about rankings though that differentiate from like having a tough time. I know I looked at one weight and 1A, I don't remember which one, and I saw 4 out of this top 6 were all in the same sectional, right? And like 5 out of 8 were in the same sectional. That doesn't mean that for a ranking standpoint that kid doesn't deserve to be ranked 8th or 7th. He may not even get out because his sectional's loaded, but still, is he debatable for top 10? Your kid? Yeah, your kid definitely is.
Yeah,
he's just in a shit sectional.
But
that whole sectional's like that.
Yeah, I mean this weight class right here, 144. Nelson, Porter, Christensen, and Bauer all at the same sectional. With with Quarter and Christensen in the same regional, depending how the sectional lays out,
One of them could be screwed regardless. He won't even get a chance for the third place match.
Yep. If the way that could cross bracket,
Yep.
you could have to,
Hey.
it'd be a blood round match.
You know what you got to do, right? You got to forfeit in the opening round. Get yourself on the other side. Take chances. Actually, don't do that. I hate when people do that. I know somebody that did it one time, and they forfeited to a girl so they could get on the other side because they're like, yeah, now we're a lock. And somebody decent got upset. So had they not forfeited to the girl, they would have been on the right side. But they did, and then the kid that nobody thought would lose got upset, got caught in like a Granby and pinned, and then they got beat. So the kid didn't get out anyways.
Yeah, sometimes playing the game doesn't work.
Yeah.
Do we have two kids on the same team ranked here?
We do. So we have Caden Inman and Holden Brazelton at the same weight. And so this is actually a good point, Jim. I almost forgot this. We would have just had two of the same kids ranked at the same weight for the whole season. But we know that Inman is going to be here. So let's double check where Brazelton has been at this season.
I thought he was going to be a 50-pounder.
He's going 50.
While you're digging into that at the Comet tournament that we're talking about here, Cooper Quarter, Tech Falls, Mike Miner, first period Tech Fall in the finals. Evan Cox out of Clifton Central, third. Tremaine Cooper out of Joliet Central, fourth. Austin Berger, Wheeling, fifth. And Alex Mendez out of Herscher, sixth. So
yeah, Brazelton's going 50, guys.
Yeah, I switched him. Okay. He's out now. So this is what we're looking at, and we can add from there. I think the top four are staying put. I know there's been discussion about Inman not being one, but he hasn't lost.
Why?
Well, who's Cooper Quarter lost to?
Nelson.
Who has Nelson lost to? Just at a one.
Nobling. And
Inman has not lost.
Well, Inman has lost this year, guys, but they're not to anywhere near the same competition. He's lost to Frankie Nitti, Wyatt Medlin, Peyton Cox, and Parker 3-2. But Caden Inman is returning state runner-up who beat Emmett Nelson in the quarters last year, 7-0. Now, I'm not going to make any excuses for anybody, but it was pretty obvious Emmett Nelson was probably pretty sick at state last year. Obviously, once he medaled, he locked up that he was in a place, he medically forfeited out for the rest of the tournament. But I look at it and I go, Caden Inman has not lost to a 1A kid. His losses are to Peyton Cox, Wyatt Medlin, Frankie Nitti, and Parker. Those are really good losses. Emmett Nelson's losses to Nobling, who is a tough kid, but he was not even a state qualifier in 2A last year. Cooper Quarter has lost. He's lost to Frankie Nitti twice. He's lost to Emmett Nelson, 7-3. And he lost to Wixon by fall at 150. And then I go, Ace Christensen, okay, you lost to Cooper Quarters. And Emmett Nelson, and the Iowa kid, so you're 4.
Yeah, and I think
fair.
Say that again. Sorry.
Was that do you think that's a fit? I forget that, so and so did this, so they did this, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And then you go right into 5, and you go 5's obviously to me is pretty simple too. It's Bryce Edwards from Murfreesboro still.
Yeah.
And then you could say after that,
I think Bauer stays there, and then I think we look to add Kenny, Riggs, and Whitmer.
What about Harrison Bauer?
He stays.
No, Harrison Bauer stays at 6.
Okay. Wait, I didn't see him at 6. Okay.
Harrison Bauer beat Riggs, and Riggs has beat Whitmer. Whitmer has beat also Riggs, but the last win was Riggs. And then Aiden Kinney finished in 4th above both of those. So I figure.
Okay, what about Bradley Ellis from Farmington?
You tell me. let's look up his.
He won Illini Bluffs. He's won Porta. He's won Clinton. He's won Kiwani.
From Farmington?
Yep.
Bradley.
He was at
Yep.
state the last 2 years, junior.
Lost to Jackson Carroll and Colton Cruz. Cruz is at 50.
He lost.
Why do that name sound familiar?
Which one?
The Farmington kid.
Well, he hasn't lost. Yeah, that's a good. Where'd you find his name at? How'd you know him?
Because I snoop around the internet. He went undefeated. Oh, he lost to Colton Cruz from Riverdale at the Abe's Rumble at 50.
Yeah.
But at 44, I don't see a loss yet this year.
Where is Farmington from? Where are they at? Where are they from? Where's Farmington at?
Well, I think this is what I got for the next four guys, but you guys tell me. I mean, we can look at again some.
I like it.
I'm not
Slide
really
'em.
yeah, I'm not good with some of these teams like Petersburg Porta. Is that 1A, 2A?
Yes, 1A.
1A. All right.
It's down by Fulton, buddy. Fulton and Peoria, out that way.
Got it. So that guy got Mike Miner got second at the Comet, but he got tech followed by Cooper Quarter. Is Rock Island 1A or 2A? They're 2A, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're 2A. Rock Falls is 1A. Rock Island's 2A.
Okay. Yeah, I like that list. I mean, those ones stood out. So, any objections, guys?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. 150. We got a lot of the same, I think.
I would move the Holden Brazelton, but behind probably Dylan Crouch, or right either behind Hinton or behind Crouch, but ahead of Mason Garner.
And we got to add this Colton Cruz. I think he has some real good wins. Clifton Central, Gianni Pinoza.
Cruz will be in Oregon sectional.
Ooh, watch out.
Pinoza.
That sectional going to be loaded this year?
Again. And Pinoza.
Not at that weight. No, not at that weight. It won't.
What, this one?
150 is only going to get Vance and Cooter, or what's his name? Cruz?
Cruz.
And
Cruz.
yeah. Yeah, really.
Who's 50 at Lena?
A kid that make 32. Reese Demeter. He's actually wrestling really good. He's not cutting a lot of weight this year. He's one of those kids that he puts a lot of time in, actually. Hoping for him to make 32, but he's actually filling in pretty good. At him and Harrison both weighing at 44, and kind of bounce up for matchups. But
what about Kobe Brent for number 10?
Yeah, I'm looking him up right now. He's got a loss to Penozo, but other than that, he's got losses to Hinton, and that's about it. Drake
He lost to
Weeks,
Cruz, Penozo.
Brazelton,
Yeah.
and Weeks. Drake Weeks from Monticello.
He's been a state qualifier. He was a state qualifier 2 years ago at 113.
Is that Kobe Brent?
Yeah. He lost 3-2 to Brody Widlowski, and he lost in the first round to Andrew Alvarado from Woodstock Marion.
I like it. Adam.
1 second. I'll be right back. Ooh.
Yeah, I think. What do you think about that, buddy? Jim? I like that. Because that Lar hasn't.
Oh, hold on a second. Are we missing? Who's the Ottawa Marquette kid I always talk about? Always butcher his last name. Leaflet. Well, wait, he could be 65. I could be way off with him.
Yeah. He's right here. Riley Leaflet.
What's he at? 60? Okay, he's a yeah.
So I think we've got everybody at 50.
Yeah, I think we got 50 good.
Yeah. 57. Blake Smith
I got
retains the number 1.
Aiden Larkin, huh?
He injury defaulted out at Comet, if I remember right.
Guys, I got to tell you, I got the pleasure of watching Briar Ivy wrestle Blake Livdahl the other day. I think Blake Livdahl's a little tank. Briar Ivy's bigger than Blake Livdahl, and he's at 157. I told Jordan Blanton, I said, I was a 157 pounder in college. I said, Briar Ivy made me look small as a college 157 pounder when I was in like good shape and like trained, which only lasted for a little bit in college because I enjoyed partying way more. So I tried to party and wrestle, which I was good enough to do a Division III and be average. But dude, Briar Ivy, when you're up close with him, I was shocked how big he really is.
Dad's super cool.
Now, Aiden Larkin, why do
Got
I
a
not?
super cool brother too, Brody Ivy.
Aiden, who the heck is Aiden Larkin? There's
Larkin.
only one Larkin family, guys. There's only one Larkin family. They're from Arizona. I don't know who this Aiden Larkin kid is. Let me check this out.
He wrestled 65 at the Comet.
Hoopston. He's wrestled 65, it looks like, all year, so it doesn't look like he's going 57.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I think he's got to go. He hasn't wrestled 57 one time.
Is Owen McGinnis still doing some winning? I believe he is. Oh, and then Cole Harrell, he's out injured right now, but he'll be back by regionals. Wes Carroll, Cole Harrell.
We're really struggling with 157, huh?
Yeah.
Owen McGinnis. What about Oh, you got Wyatt Goosens?
Yeah, but 57 super loaded, like statewide. I don't know how we'd be struggling.
Ivy.
Well, we've got Cameron Zach beats Zimmerman from Porta in the finals of the Comet 11-3. So Justin Zimmerman is another one to think about adding into the weight class.
From Porta, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's wrestled 65 a bunch, but he's definitely.
But Justin Zimmerman
Zimmerman's beat McGinnis, though.
I mean,
he's beat McGinnis and Mason Garner.
Who has?
Coal City.
Who did you say? Zimmerman? Yeah, but Zimmerman also took.
Wait, did he beat him?
He took 5th place at the pit.
Yeah, that Will Julian took 3rd at the pit.
Yeah, Julian from Byron's got to get some love.
We looked at when we looked at the pit. He beat the Coal City kid twice. Is the way it worked. Mason Gardner. So if Mason's on the list, Will has to be ahead of him.
Yeah. No, I think Will should be ahead of him. Why? McGinnis is probably 3 then. No.
Wyatt beat Ivy.
Wait, Wyatt Goosens beat Ivy?
Yeah.
No, Wyatt Goosens lost to Ivy 10-6.
When?
Yeah. Ivy beat Goosens.
Okay. Well, then who did Goosens beat that we had? Like, beat him bad, too.
Um,
Well, I'm looking at
Yeah.
Goosens. He's
Goosens wins are like he beat Maury, Crooks, Arlen.
Earlier in the season, I thought he had.
he beat Detweiler, which is somebody who we should consider as well.
I think so.
And what was the score to Detweiler and Julian the other night?
it was 3-0. Then Mark gave up a reversal. I think it ended up being
maybe 5-0.
I'm not sure what the actual final ended up being.
Wait,
Got it.
did Julian won or lost?
Julian won.
Yeah.
So Goosens, this is the top three,
Smith,
and
Goosens.
And then you probably got Will Julian at 4.
what about Kamerzak?
Kamirzik?
Wheaton.
He just won.
Oh yeah,
He
he's
just
tough.
won.
He
just won the Comet Classic. And you're saying
Third.
Julian's in. What about McGinnis? Where's he go? He lost to Julian?
No.
He lost to Zimmerman.
Owen McGinnis lost to Zimmerman?
Yep. And he lost to Hinton, and he lost to Mason Garner.
Well, yeah, wait. Well, where is Hinton? We can't have him.
He's at a weight below.
Okay.
Hinton's down. He's at 44. But
50.
yeah, Mason Garner's ahead of McGinnis and Zimmerman.
Mason Garner beat Owen.
Yeah, 11-6.
All
They
right.
beat Zimmerman 9-6.
And Will beat Mason Garner.
Yep.
I know that.
So Will's got to be ahead of Mason.
Yep.
And so, so you could put Will Julian at 5, Mason Garner at 6. Oh, this guy did it already. And then, atta boy.
And now here's what's crazy. Ready?
Give it to us, Jim.
Those top 5
are in the same sectional.
Yeah.
Are they really?
They are.
Smith,
Kamirzik, Julian Goosens.
Smith, Ivy, Goosens are in the same regional.
Yeah. So those are your 3, right?
That's 1, 2, 3 regional and sectional.
And don't forget, I know he's off hurt right now, and I don't know. We didn't have him ranked, right? There's some other kids on here that if they're ranked, Cole Harrell's definitely ranked.
How do you spell Cole Harrell's last?
2 with 2 R's and 2 L's.
H-A?
Herrell.
Okay. Yeah, so Cole is. Let's throw Cole in there. Is Cole? So Cole's in that sectional as well.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, I say we remove all of them then because we can only have 4 qualifiers. So all the other ones are having really good years. They're not rankable according to Buddy's logic.
Well, this isn't. I mean, again, this is
not my idea. This is all Buddy's stuff.
Yeah. Hey, I said he's had a rough time one time, and he's okay. Mark's had,
I'm a dick. Sorry.
Mark's had the toughest road this year in our team. Like he's ran into no matter what team we've faced, he has the toughest kid on that team. It seems like.
Yeah.
So he's done nothing but wrestle good competition all year, and he had a 3 or 4 point match going to the third period with Ivy, and then Ivy found his just started taking him down, found his weak spot in his feet, and just took it to him then. But Mark's come a long ways.
Well, I think that does 57 then.
165.
Right. 65. So Larkin has to be moved down. Lyndon Teese lost to Daniel Kelly. Is Stasio back yet?
The 27th.
Now Aiden Larkin. I mean, do we just put him in
drop
there too?
No, because Aiden Larkin, I found him. No, he's not. He took 5th at Plano. He got pinned by Etheridge.
Okay.
Finch 11-5 overtime. So that's Plano. He took 5th at Plano and 5th at Unity.
Okay. So Brock Finch has to go. Where's Brock Finch going? To 2?
No.
No, Linden.
Wait, Lyndon Tees got beat by Daniel Kelly, guys. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
We can't look at Lyndon Tees and go, "Oh, you lost a match," because at the end of the day, him losing that spot is one thing, but to drop down significantly like that, there's no way.
No,
The
he
kid-
yeah, he loses to the number 1 kid. He's just number 2 because he
Yeah,
didn't lose to
he's-
anybody else.
Yeah.
Do we have the
kid from Princeton? Go ahead and say it, buddy.
no the
Casey Etheridge.
Oh, there he is.
Chicago Hope Academy kid, a Crail Griffin Edwards?
We don't, but we kind of.
He's a stud.
He is. He just won something too. I
He won the. I think he tech followed his way to the comment.
All right.
What is this comment you speak of?
The comment.
You guys been talking about this comment like crazy. What? Did I miss something here? Was the Comet the toughest tournament in state history this past weekend,
just
and I didn't know about it?
Comet Classic. You know.
It was a good one.
It's a premier 1A event, Mark, down in Burbanus, next door, next to Orion, or Orion. I mean Orion.
Orion. Burbanus.
That's where Tom
Arcale. Yeah, guys, Arcale Griffin. Wow,
he's a stud.
he's 32-1.
Yeah.
He's got to be
only a sophomore. I watched him wrestle Menzadike twice, and
Yeah, where's Shelbyville? Shelbyville's 1A2?
Yeah, way down south.
Okay, so
okay. I take Arcale Griffin and I put him in at 5, and
Well,
I
I'm
drop
just
Casey
trying to-
Etheridge.
I think we drop this guy down. He Ryan Peevler beat Con Hyrie. So did Parker Ray. Where's Parker Ray? What place did Parker Ray get at 65? Oh, that he wasn't even the starter. Mustafa was.
From
Yeah.
Vandalia.
Yeah.
Guys, the Griffin kids only loss this year is to an Indiana kid from Maryville.
So do you think he goes above Etheridge or
Yes.
But
Yes.
what about Stasio? Does he stay there?
I don't know, man. He hasn't lost anybody, but he hasn't wrestled anybody for how long?
I mean, he's wrestling again. I don't know. I know Nick is better than Etheridge. Sorry, Princeton. Steve Amy.
Well,
Yeah,
what
but
about
here I'm
Griffin?
gonna give Casey Etheridge some props here. That he tech falled Brody Stein, and Brody Stein's good.
Arcale Griffin tech fault Brody Stein at the state tournament last year.
That was last year.
Yeah, this year he's killing everybody except one loss to a kid from Maryville, Indiana.
No, I'm not saying that our Crail Griffin doesn't belong in the top 3, 4, but
He beat. Well, okay. He beat Ross Miller from Vandalia at 175 by major. He bumped up and majored him. His only 2 close matches are Messendike from Lena Winslow.
and Methendike keeps it close with everybody, doesn't he, buddy? I mean,
Yeah.
there's no blowing him out.
no, no, he's a strong kid. Hoping he gets healthy. He's been sick last week and a half. That's why he didn't wrestle against Brody. Wasn't even at the duel at all.
Oh yeah.
Messendike
Oh.
beat him last year, so he's gotten better.
Yes.
that Griffin?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then he loses
Yeah.
to him twice down at Abe's.
All right, so let's look at the move. Where do you want to put that Larkin? That's the
10 or 9.
over. What about Leaflet? Where's how's he been?
Well, yeah, check what he's done. I know he's good. I think I can tell you right now, Brody Stein last year at 150 went 2-and-out, and Ryan Peevler at 157 went 2-and-out. So if one of those two are going to bump one of them out of the top 10, let's see which one has more impressive wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he has losses to Davidson, Leaflet, and he has losses to. Um, no, that's the only
Sorry.
loss. His only loss is to Etheridge and to Abram. So I think he stays there.
And Jones 6'3".
Who?
Riley Leaf hit. He got
Jones.
second at Plano, second at Unity, third at Rico.
I don't see that loss.
Where was it at, Mark?
It'd be at Plano, Unity, or Reed Custer.
Huh.
God dang it!
Does that ever happen?
Why do these kids get so many profiles?
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
hate
say,
that
does some of them?
they can't
'cause-
sync the profiles because like there's kids with multiple. Okay, here, hold on, I found another profile. Go ahead.
Is Princeton in the Oregon sectional, buddy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tyler Jones from Wheaton Academy beat Riley Leaf hit 9-6. Wheaton Academy's in 1A as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They're in our sectional.
Reaper Wrestling Classic, Casey Etheridge beat him 2-1 tiebreaker. Wow. That section's going to be tough, man. Abe's Rumble. He went undefeated, but he beat Ryan Peevler by fall. He beat Zimmerman, Petersburg, Porta. But that was 65, yeah. I got an idea. Ready? Let me see. I move. I'd probably leave. I'd pull Larkin out and put Stein at 10.
I like it.
I deal with that.
Stein hasn't had really a ranked win this year, but he hasn't really had a opportunity to have a ranked win either. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I was doing something behind. I totally blanked out. What did you just say? What was the last thing you said?
I would put Stein at 10 and remove Larkin for now. He does have losses. He does have a few losses here. And although Stein hasn't had the wins, he hasn't had the losses.
Right.
And I think they're all pretty close to each other. I think you'll find that like 7 through even 6 through 10 are all pretty close.
Yeah, like I say, Etheridge got Stein at the Princeton tournament. I just don't know how it happened. You know what I mean? I don't know what it looked like. Sometimes, I mean, a tech's a tech, but sometimes it's not as bad as it sounds. You buying that, Mark, or not?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I saw we were at the Wisconsin-Iowa duel, and some of these matches looked pretty bad. And I was sitting with Tony Delago, and Delago says, after one of the kids gets tech fault, he goes, you got to have more fight than that. And I said, oh, you never been teched? And he goes, yeah, I have one time. And he goes, but hear me out, though. We wrestled again at the Big Tens, and he only beat the guy on. And then I can't remember his name. This kid from Nebraska. He goes, yeah, he killed me in the duel. Beat him like 19-3. But in the Big Tens, it was like 9-6. So it's like things happen.
Early in the year, late in the year.
Or if you get caught early and you're like, I can't lose like this. So you start throwing, you go Angel Zamora on there and you start looking for headlocks and throwing your leg out there. Pick it up, I dare you. And the kid's like, yeah, okay, sure. And then he finally does it, but he blasts through you while he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Etheridge took Stein down twice. Took him down, cut him in the third, then took him down to his back for a 7-point move for the tech fall.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that ends up. Again, like Mark, you said, a lot of these guys all just are right around the same at the end. So I like 65 where it's at. We've got everybody
So you got Kelly. Go scroll back up for just 1 second, Dalton. You'll have Stein, Kelly, Astacio, Etheridge, Mezendike. Is Ottawa's in our sectional, dude? Tell me they're not, buddy.
Yeah, Ottawa is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look at that sectional.
Kelly,
Astacio,
Etheridge, Mezendike,
Mezendike.
Leaflet, Stein.
Tyler Jones, the kid from Wheaton Academy.
Tyler Jones.
We're probably missing him. He might be. I'm gonna be honest, guys. We kind of botched that weight.
Yeah.
The kid has 3 losses this year, maybe 2 losses this year, and he's hold on. He took third at Antioch. He won Seneca. He won Richmond Burton. He won Stillman Valley. His losses are at Reed Custer in Antioch. He's beaten. So one of those losses is to Serio. And then at Griffin Edwards, he's beaten Leaf Hit. He beat Demos.
Yeah, Jones beat Leaf Hit from Ottawa Marquette at the Comet.
Do you want to put Astacio on injury reserve or something just to keep it fair?
Yeah, you got to bump Nick out.
Well, let's. What about that right there? Why don't we just put Leaflet down? We're gonna bump Stein on the boundary and put Jones ahead of Leaflet.
Brody got ranked. My evening was complete.
Now,
damn you, Tyler Jones, and you Richmond Burton guys.
Well, I think he's
Burton guys. Who are Richmond Burton guys?
He's a Wheaton
Tyler. Oh, Wheaton
he won Richmond Burton, or got second.
He won Richmond Burton.
But I think that there's a good.
Jones beat Leaflet.
That's over there. So.
Listen, they're just rankings. If you guys don't like our rankings, to any of our viewers, listen. Have you seen my criminal rap sheet? I obviously don't make a lot of good decisions, guys. So I'm just saying.
Just with the 132.
I beat almost every charge.
Dude,
32. I told you I was up. You didn't want to listen all year.
I wanted to listen.
And then you had to find around.
I wanted to listen, and I am listening now, Mark. I am all ears. 175. Let's see if we can get.
I got some changes.
All right, let's add.
Okay, Ryan Rink has to drop to like 9 or 10, maybe off the board. Blake Livedall's 5.
Rink's a unity guy.
Listen, love Logan Patton. I gotta hold on. 1 second, guys. Hold on.
Oh
boy, Ryan Rink's dad's super cool, man.
Cool, dude. Have a drink for him then. But no, he's not. He cannot be ranked anywhere above 8. I'm just saying it now. And I'll tell you why. 1 second. All right, guys. I'm back. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. That's for you, Logan Patton. That Patton trained. All right. Here's why. Ryan Rink got beat pretty bad by Ross Miller, maybe? There, he got beat 6-5 by Ross Miller from Vandalia. Now, Ross Miller from Vandalia got beat by Carson Thornton from Mount Zion, who, and then Miller and Thornton got almost teched by Livedall at the pit. Livedall had the tech, but then they gave Thornton a point because afterwards he goes, I think he looked down at him and he told him, I think that's a tech fall now. And so the ref hit him for a point, which basically meant it wasn't a tech because it was as the match concluded. So Thornton and Miller have to be ahead of Rink. And Livedall beat Thornton and Miller.
Where's Miller? What's
Ross Miller, Vandalia.
Okay, got it.
Yep. But Carson Thornton from Mount Zion beat Ross Miller. So it would be Livedall at 5, Carson Thornton at 6, Ross Miller at 7. Ryan Rink is probably 8.
What Mason Kubel out of Fulton? I think isn't his only loss when he wrestled Larson, and I think he lost a couple at 190, bumping up. But I don't know that he has a legit 175 loss. Besides,
Go
Eli
back through,
Larson's.
Mark. Back through what you just said. Moving Ryan Rink down to 8, but Carson Thornton and Russ Miller above. Is this look correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And we're keeping Eli Larson, Benson, Zamora, Delaney, same.
Why is Livedall so low?
Well, that's because there's a bias in the group with Dalton, with 1A medalist versus a kid who wrestled 2A last year and is now wrestling 1A. I actually have an argument that, and this is not a bias, this is just facts. Who was it? Who did Benson beat in the finals at Coal City or at Princeton?
Delaney.
Delaney.
He beat Bowden Delaney, right? 2-0.
Yeah.
Delaney couldn't get off his belly to save his life. Now, yes, Livedall lost 5-3. Livedall was winning in that match in the third period. He actually scored points. And at the same time, he only gave up 1 takedown. Now, you look at Zamora. Zamora gave up 11. He got taken down twice and near fall wrestling Landon Benson, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I could argue that outside of Benson or Larson, just yes, like Livedall's had other losses, but they were to who? Landon Benson 5-3, Marco Casillas in 2A, Ben Vasquez in 2A, and then he lost to Terrell from Wisconsin this past weekend, who's one of the better kids in the state at 175. But you can't show me Zamora or Delaney's like big wins. But I can show that they were like, what's his name? Delaney was unable to score a single point in the Benson match. And then Delaney also got beat up by Zamora. Zamora got beat up by Benson. Benson beat Livedall close. So when you do it like that,
Zamora, Delaney, and Livedall all have losses to Benson.
yes.
And that's basically their only loss. So we're right now.
Well, they have other losses, but
sure.
But my point is like, but I look at it and I go, Zamora, you got majored. Zamora got majored by Landon Benson.
Yeah. Google Mason Kubel, Kueble. I think he's come down from 90 and his only loss is to Eli Larson. Does that sound right? Where did you see him, Mark? Where did you guys see Fulton? Or Buddy, where did you guys see Fulton?
We saw them. We dueled them, and at the Erie tournament, Eli pinned him twice.
Is that
remember the kid or no?
What's his name?
Yeah,
Mason
Kueble.
How do you spell Kueble?
Kuebel.
I mean, what was
he's a solid kid. Fulton's kind of, I don't say funksters, but yeah, you can say they're funksters. They scrap all right. Now, is he in the category of the top 6, 7? No, he could probably fall in there at 9 or 10.
I just want you guys to know that in 2022, Mason Kueble was a 167-pound Class A IESA state champion. Sorry, I had to throw.
So he's familiar with the big stage.
He's one of those kids that's got to have multiple. Yeah, but he's one of these kids that's got multiple track profiles, I believe, because there's nothing after 8th grade.
He's the one that broke Oliver's elbow last year. Tried lat dropping him. Oliver posted, and the lat drop snapped the elbow.
Get him off the list.
Well, that Dawson McConnell, he's lost to the Geneseo kid 3 times
2A.
this year.
That's 2A.
Geneseo.
Lincoln is?
Geneseo.
No, I'm saying Lincoln. Lincoln's 1A, right?
No.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
no.
Lincoln's 2A as well.
Okay, 2A.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But I'm just saying in general though that you said he lost to Geneseo kid. Well, Geneseo's 2A.
Yeah. I was just saying that's his only loss, so I was like he had to be on there, but because he's a 2A, he's out. So all right, so let's go back to the 3, 4, 5 spot. What are you gonna say?
No, I kind of agree with Mark here. I mean, if we're doing like wrestling match stuff like that, Livdahl's had the closer matches with the tougher opponents.
Yeah.
Compared to with, you know,
Well, let's clarify.
Delaney Livdahl or Delaney Benson had a 2-0 match. It was a state finals rematch from last year. A little familiar with each other. No, Delaney couldn't get anything going. He had a couple flurries, but like Mark even said on the podcast of when they're the live stream, Benson comes in big spurts. He comes in big spurts. They able to keep him with, but Eli doesn't even have it. And I love Eli. He's a hard worker. He hasn't had the significant wins as many others either. And I tell him that every day just to keep his head from growing. Hey, you haven't really wrestled anybody yet this year. You have to prove me. You still have to prove me. He's had a lot of good wins, a lot of tech falls this year, but against ranked opponents, he's had the 12-5 win over Teese. He's pinned Keeble twice, and then his only losses to Demel 8-4 from Hananiga.
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking anybody down here. I'm just kind of
I guess what I was going to say
Mark
is
here.
So again, to clarify, how typical seeding or ranking meetings end up going. Obviously you have head to head, you have past accomplishments, and then ultimately you do have a vote.
And that's what I was going to say though. The past accomplishments, and when it comes to rankings, with this being 1A, screws Livdahl. Because guys, he was in 2A last year. He beat Caden Combs, who took 5th in state, and then he lost in the sectional in the semis to Hewlett, who took 3rd, and then by a point. And then he lost in the semifinal wrestle back to. He got beat by the kid that took 5th in 2A. Even though he beat him the week before, he lost by a point again. So he lost 2 matches by a combined 2 points for the kid that took 3rd and 5th in 2A as a freshman. And yes,
I was kind of getting to the point though, is like they're difficult to get perfect with past accomplishments and head to head and current results, but there's always some degree of voting. So if you want to put it to a vote where we put Livdahl at 3 and slide Zamora and Delaney down, what are the ayes?
Aye.
Jim, you're the decider.
I'm thinking about Bob Delaney. I'm thinking about Pete Livdahl. I'm thinking about the dad, not the kid.
Did you have to take 2 drinks just now?
Well, listen, you know what I'm doing over here.
It's nothing against those kids, but when I'm looking at a ranking thing and I go, wow, Bowden's very good, but he couldn't get off. He got reversed and never got off bottom. And when a kid gets ridden out for a period to finish like that, is how a period ends. I go, okay.
We'll switch it. I like it. Yeah. I mean, I think you got a point. I think Livdahl did. I mean, against Casillas, it was a last second loss. It wasn't like it was a big loss at all. I like the little change up. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, here at Livdahl at 14 years old, he won fresh off state.
Yeah, he's only 15. Oh, he just turned 16. He just got his license this week.
Yeah, you were at the birthday party.
You were there.
Yeah, because you weren't here.
I was.
So, what about 10? Is there any top of mind names that could drop in there so we don't spend too much time there? But
Tucker Cool from Shelbyville.
Tucker Cool.
Yeah, he won Porta. I mean, he did get. He's. Let's see. Tucker Cool. Kull.
Oh, that's even better.
This kid doesn't even get a track wrestling count.
He's lost to Landon.
He lost to Teese. Oh.
From Ottawa Marquette. What's your
what
do you know about this guy?
What's the 175 from Marquette? What's his name?
Because he won Porta.
Landon Mercenary?
No. Give me a different Marquette. Who's the Marquette kid that came out here with Riley and Noonan? He was good. He's a 215. I think Marquette's 215 is good.
Sean Watkins. That's one. He's a returning state. He's a multiple. I believe Watkins is a multiple-time state qualifier, if I remember correctly.
Sean Watkins from
Yep.
Illini West.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Who-
sure he's a.
He got pinned by Zamora.
Who's in this sectional, buddy?
He got pinned
Eli,
by Tease.
Lived all.
All right, but those are the only 2
Bolting.
losses.
Who else?
Fulton.
I like it.
Ebel.
I like Watkins.
Yeah,
I
he's
like-
a state qualifier.
Yeah, I like Watkins there. His only 2 losses. I mean, they're both pins, but it's to Zamora and Tease.
You might also think of the Watkins from last year too. It'd be Eli in the state finals. He was a Watkins as well. Multiple state placers, multiple state qualifier. So Sean Watkins, yeah,
Wore a 2-piece singlet.
correct. You did.
Mark's
right.
got things to say about that.
It's a
But
travesty
Watkins-
to the sport of wrestling.
Mark's
Guys.
not a 2-piece singlet guy, man.
This 2-piece singlet stuff is trash.
No, Mark's wrong on that one.
Yeah. What about a big boy for like me, Mark? What?
No, I'm not. Listen, but your it's like wrestling in fight shorts, right? If you get your finger stuck in the really tight compression-y ones, you're in on a leg and you get your finger stuck inside the shorts, dude, you break a finger.
Well, I just think that that's like if you're looking for that. I mean, we all practice in sweats and long shorts and stuff like that. So, I mean, if that was actually what you're saying is true, then everybody that trains would just be getting broken fingers and they wouldn't be able to.
We designed them for people who maybe weren't had the most flattering bodies. I'll be kind. That's why they pushed them. That's why the IHSA pushed the idea of bringing them in. I was in on those meetings.
Oh, there was an IHSA idea that I'm against it.
No, it wasn't. Don't
Okay.
give them that because I think
That's why they did it.
No,
That's
no. They don't know
what it was. That was
they
the
don't
big
have
talk.
any
Was like
reasons for why
it would
they
be
do it.
beneficial to the.
I heard that they want to go to.
That was why it got approved. Was the idea that
Sure. I'm not, but that's like
Go ahead, Jay.
I think here's a 2-piece singlet.
Like the idea of
Here's why I'm pro 2-piece
Go ahead.
singlet. You never saw a kid wearing a Jordan Burroughs singlet to school, but you saw him wearing a Michael Jordan jersey. If Jordan Burroughs wore a T-shirt during competition, he could wear a Jordan Burroughs competition.
Yeah, that's just what we need. We need kids wearing dry fit, bedazzled, freaking Marion Central Wrestling with all the gear up, like they're walking down the school. Like, yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need.
yeah.
Stop it now.
You need
190.
Masney, Easton, Tidwell. I'm scrolling. I'm still looking.
Princeton.
Maddox Anderson.
Yep. I said
Or,
Princeton.
you said
No,
Princeton, yeah.
I did it again, man.
Now, shake this up a little bit. Anderson got pinned by Darnell from Quincy Notre Dame,
Mm-hmm.
and McPeak pins Darnell. But McPeak has a loss to Anderson.
Well, Darnell has more losses than both.
Where'd it go, Dalton? What happened to our?
Oh, sorry.
After watching Jimmy this weekend at Illini Classic, I think he's clearly number one. I mean, there's like he's just doing like he's having like he's number one. You
Yeah.
know, he really is. Hunter Easton's tough, man, returning state champ. You know,
I have Tidwell at 3.
Anderson 4.
Tidwell
Yep.
beat Anderson in the pit finals.
Yep.
What was the
That
other
probably-
name, buddy, that you were saying that McPete has a win over?
Darnell.
Darnell, Quincy Notre Dame.
But Darnell beat Anderson. Right?
Yep. Darnell pins Anderson. Pinned him.
Quincy Notre Dame.
Yep.
Yes. Not Niles.
How do you spell Darnell?
Darnell.
Ryan Darnell. Okay. He has losses to Robert Watt too.
Yep. Watt and lost to Van Dyne too.
Hey, Mark, why wasn't Watt at the pit? Or was he?
I don't know that he was at the pit.
He didn't place.
190.
Shake things up, Mark. Talk about Jimmy going 215.
For what, state?
We're not at 215 yet. We don't need to shake
Yeah.
anything up. You look at this bracket. We
Well, I was the one. I'm calling for Jimmy at 215 for the I'd say state series. I'm getting vetoed mostly from
you're calling it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what was that? The pit.
yeah.
It says on the
I don't know.
team list
There were-
anyway.
Wait, hold on. He's a Roxana kid.
Yeah.
Did they bump him out of the lineup in that
Robert
duel?
Watt lost to Van Dyne from Wilmington. So Van Dyne's one to be on there too because Van Dyne just won the comment as well.
Yeah, he's lost to Anderson and Pointer twice.
Yep. Who Van Dyne has?
Yeah.
But he's beaten. Who did I just see he beat?
He beat Watt by fall, and he beat Hole. He's a returning state qualifier too. Logan Van Dyne.
So you said okay. So Tidwell beats Anderson. McPete hasn't wrestled any of the. He hasn't lost or he hasn't won against ranked.
He lost to Anderson.
He lost to Anderson.
Yeah.
Poyer.
He has not wrestled Pointer. He pinned Watt and Darnell.
But
Okay,
Pointer's a returning state champ, is he not?
Pointer.
Pointer is not a returning state champ.
Who's the?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting him mixed up with Benson.
Correct, you did.
Yeah. He's a state qualifier, but he's good.
Van Doon lost to Poyer, and Van Doon beat.
I like
Watt.
Van Doon. I like Van Doon at 7. But did Darnell lose? I don't know. I might have Darnell ahead of Watt. Have they wrestled? I mean, Darnell's at least got a quality win with the fall over Anderson. Oh, he had to. No, you got to rank Watt ahead of Watt. Watt won Quincy, and Darnell took third there.
Say that one more time.
Watt won the Quincy tournament.
Yep.
And Darnell took third there.
There's a common opponent there they lost to.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was right, you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. How's that one? How's 190 look like now?
Who's number 10?
Yeah.
We got nobody.
Yeah, I got one. Connor Henson from West Frankville. He is a returning state qualifier. Let's see. Connor Henson, track wrestling. Give it to me. Connor, I'm so sick of.
Yeah, looks like he's undefeated.
Yeah.
He's undefeated. He doesn't have any ranked wins though, but he's undefeated.
And he's a returning state qualifier. So
yeah, got it. All right, cool. All right, that ends it. We'll put it at 10. 2:15. 2 to go, guys. Let's do this. Any changes to 2:15 after? So Stocks beats Alamo. So these have to switch in some capacity.
French had a good tournament at Illini Classic. I mean, no 1A matchups, but French had a great tournament.
Did Luke lose recently or no?
No, his only loss is to
Roy Phelps.
And Phelps and the Morse from Rochelle, right?
Oh, he wrestled Caden Morse?
Yeah.
What was the score?
It was 10. It was 10-2, but he was in on a single a lot on the edge of the mat. Couldn't finish it on him out. So every time they got something going, it was.
So his only loss at his weight class is to a 2A runner-up.
Yep.
Correct.
Aiden Fisher. Who is Aiden Fisher? Why do I know that name?
Orion.
Orion.
Jim, look up your.
Okay, hold on. No,
Ottawa
we
guy.
got to. No, stop. Aiden Fisher got tech falled by Stags. He got beat by. Yeah, he got tech falled by Stags.
Mm-hmm.
Stags. Yeah. No.
Kelly.
Hold on. I'm looking at this. 215. So Luke, Alejandro Duarte. Okay. Stuck, the kid from Reed Custer. Where do we have Stocks in here? Keller Stocks.
He's
So
right now.
Stocks got beat 15-9 by Danny French. Stocks stuck Dominic Alamo.
Where's Stocks from?
Mount Zion.
Mount Zion.
Where did French see him?
Were they in? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
They
know
weren't-
where. I don't remember wrestling Mount Zion. That's why I'm asking.
They weren't at Muhammad or nothing like that, were you?
We weren't. No.
No. I'm confused here. I think I got some wrong information here. What is Stock's first name again?
Keller.
Keller Stocks.
Belleville West, is that what class is that? 3A, right?
Not 1A.
Yeah. Okay.
They're 3A.
I need a cheat sheet for that. We need to make like a 1A,
Keller
2A,
Stocks Wrestling.
3A.
Hold on. Here. Wow. Turner Stocks. Stocks look good there.
I think Stocks gets
Four.
something for winning the
Belleville West and that. Florida Rex Avery invite. Is that what you're gonna say?
pit.
Stags by fall.
Brandon Turner. This is who I was looking up. Brandon Turner is still undefeated. No, he's got losses to Zobrist. Highland. Where's Highland?
Southern Illinois.
Is that 1A? Highland?
Yeah.
Well, Zobrist, we need to add Ashton Zobrist.
I don't know if Highland's 1A.
Are they 2A?
I think they're 2A.
It's a big town, 10,000 people.
Okay. Well, that's his only loss. Brandon Turner, his only loss is there. So, French, he's got losses, but to Ranchetti.
The Wall Street Journal is printed out of Highland, Illinois.
Okay.
Highland Machine in the Wall Street Journal's Midwest printing operation.
What about that Connor Henson from Frankfurt? He's got a win over French.
Connor Henson does from where?
West Frankfurt.
He can't. When did we wrestle him?
We didn't because he had been
27.
Jimmy bumped up to 215 to wrestle the West Frankfurt kid.
Yeah.
Brandon Turner.
So yeah, French would wrestle 90, so maybe that kid was at 90.
Yeah.
On 12/27. What was 12/27?
2 days after Christmas, Stewie. Abe's
That
Rumble.
was
I know
Abe's.
that.
Abe's Rumble.
Oh,
So that's at 190. So that might not. I mean, let me look at Connor Henson, but he's at 190.
yeah.
Which I mean, Connor Henson is undefeated at 190. Do we go backwards? Oh no, we got him. Never mind. You got the guy. Duh. All right. My bad. Let's get back to this. So Turner.
I still put. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. I still put. I know that Danny French has losses. But at 215, he's less likely to lose because they're bigger bodies. They're not as athletic, and he seems to do well with that. So he does have losses, but a lot of Danny's losses, I think, are at 190.
Yeah.
So, did French wrestle Stockton or not?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think she did. I can't find it.
That wasn't at Abe's or anything?
Nope.
Talon,
I looked.
let's look at this. Talon Scott. So I think this is a solid. All right. So Keller Stocks goes to 4. He got first at the Princeton.
Yep.
He beat Alamo. Brandon Turner, no losses outside of 2A. Tristan Staggs is he got 4th at Pitt. So maybe he goes below French, but I mean, that's where we're fighting.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Alamo's got to go above Staggs.
Here's where I don't know. I'll play devil's advocate, but I don't really think I don't think that's the right terminology, but I'll say because you'd never go wrong with it. Dan French's schedule is,
It's
he's
way better.
Yeah, he's a victim of his schedule at this ranking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like so he gets 6th at Detroit Central Catholic. He takes 8th at Dvorak. None of these kids were even. These kids are at Porta, Princeton, Mahomet. He's at Dvorak, Detroit Central Catholic, Mahomet, or Detroit Central Catholic, Dvorak, and the Illini Classic. Was Marion the only 1A team at the Illini Classic?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Which he took 5th.
He lost to Cooper Murray. Would it be Brody Murray's little brother from St. Charles East? Cooper Murray looks good. Cooper Murray's a big boy, man.
Cooper Murray I think he beat Danny up bad at he lost 4-1 this time. At Dvorak, he beat him 15. He tech faulted Danny. It was 4-1 this time.
Yeah. Well, what about Aiden Fisher? Does he deserve to stay on the list? Because I have to put Talon Scott has to stay. He's undefeated. Tristan Staggs, John Keher from Coal City. I think they have to stay on there. And then Aiden Fisher's in the middle. Aiden Fisher has
just
lost
bump everybody up
Luke.
and get rid of Drake Champlin.
He said, what?
So Aiden
Gotta
Fisher,
have a little fun.
Yeah, Aiden Fisher has losses to Staggs, so he's gonna drop. So we're gonna put him over here. We're gonna add these guys back, and this is how it's gonna be. I mean, I honestly think Talon Scott from Quincy Notre Dame could probably go up higher than probably up to 8 at least because he's undefeated. What do you guys think about that?
Talon Scott?
Talon Scott.
Luke beat him 10-1. He's not undefeated.
Okay, not undefeated. Sorry. I did see that. I apologize. Talon Scott has Jeremiah Luke. He lost 12-27, and he hasn't lost since. So that's his only loss. Sorry. So, all right. Well, we can keep it there. I like that, and then we'll see how that looks in a week. All right. 215, 275, final weight class, gentlemen.
Give him 10 more pounds.
Give him 10 more pounds.
285, Dalton. You call him
285.
275.
Oh, 275. At one time, I think it was 275. Then it was also 265, and now it's back up to 285. So
yeah, because I hear you guys say 103 once in a while. And that's
yeah.
Where I was.
Yeah, 285. What's up with 285? Is are we putting Krause in there from Richmond Burton?
Princeton and Dakota duel the other day. What was did Odell and McPeak Russell?
I don't know. Stewie?
You know?
I don't know.
McPeak was looking pretty hurt at the Dvorak, so.
I think they just wrestled.
It says he got pinned by Krause. But that would have been at Princeton, right?
Yeah. That was Princeton, though, yeah. All right. What am I? I'm at the pit. Oh, the Richmond Burton kid.
Krause looked terrible this year in the beginning of the year. I'd seen him wrestle a couple times. It was bad. Then he goes up to Princeton. Actually, I guess he did look pretty tough at Palatine. But Princeton, he looked really good apparently. So I would say he probably has to go. You got to pull Kate Odell down.
What about buckets. What about Caleb Ekman?
Well, hold on. Let's stick with Kate Odell. So you said you got to bring him down. Why do you got to bring him down?
Because he lost
Because
to
he
the
got beat by Kraus 4-1.
Okay. All right. I'm
Eh.
just
Yeah, and he lost to somebody else too.
I think Caleb Ekman's another victim of the schedule. I think he's a
Oh,
1A.
for sure.
I think he's a game heavyweight at 285. I think he's a game heavyweight at 1A.
Yeah. He's been wrestling a lot of these big boys in 3A, big boys, and
And
yeah,
doesn't
but
go your way all the time.
He has a win over the Mount Carmel heavyweight. He has a win over the JCA heavyweight. That's what's it's hard to ever find a head-to-head with.
So Jalen Torres and McCarthy, have they lost? Because Roy Phelps, I want to put Roy Phelps up.
he had a 1-0 match Owl.
Yeah.
That was last year. I looked at that.
That was
that was at the
that was
comment.
classic.
Oh, was
man.
it? Okay,
Yeah.
well then he did it again. That last year was a 1-0 match at the Rocket invite. I looked up one.
Well,
I looked
Phelps
up
has
results
3
from last
losses. Phelps has 3 losses this year, guys. He lost to
lost
Connor
to
Williams from Canton.
He has 1 loss at Abe's. I know that.
That was to the Williams kid, I think.
He lost 1-0 to Dow. And he lost 7-1 to McCarthy from De La Salle.
Oh wow. Who beat him at Abe's, buddy?
The Canton kid, Connor Williams.
So for me, the way I look at that weight, it's Dow, McCarthy, Torres, Phelps.
Where's Williams?
Say that again, because I think Odell stays at. I think Odell goes to 4.
Do you think Odell goes to 4? He got beat by Kraus.
Okay.
From Richmond Burton.
Sorry. So Kraus has to go. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Talk me through.
Then
this.
I would put. Yeah. So I have Phelps at 4, and I have Kraus at 5 right now. I have Odell at 6. I have Connor Williams at 7.
Connor Williams
from Canton. Mm-hmm. He beat. Wait, hold on. He lost. He has a. Wait, no. Connor Williams beat. Wait, hold up.
He beat Phelps.
He beat Phelps 1-0.
And he's undefeated.
So hold on. Yes, he beat Phelps. Yes, I screwed this up. I'm sorry. I have the kid from Canton, Connor Williams. He's undefeated this year. Phelps returning state medalist. To me, it's Connor Williams goes to 4.
Connor with a C.
Yes, from Canton, Illinois, and then Phelps would go 5. Kraus would go 6. Odell goes 7.
So slide him in and move everybody else down.
Hold on, I'm trying to find Connor Williams. It's not coming up with anything.
Hold on. What is the Seneca tournament called?
Tom Dubois.
No, that's you son of a bitch, you. It's Dubois.
Got it.
Hold on. Seneca, Illinois. Seneca Irish invite, 12/7/2024. Hold on. I'm going to get this here for you guys. Brackets. 285. Don't do this to me.
Okay, so you said Connor Williams beat Roy Phelps.
Yep.
And Kraus. So, all right.
All right, hold on. Connor Williams found him. Canton. Got his track wrestling. Okay, there he is. Connor Williams this year. Ooh, He took third at the Grappler Fall Classic in the Elite Division as well.
Who did?
Connor Williams. He beat.
Where's he from?
He wrestled for the Fuzzy Bees, but he's from Canton. He beat Abasai Hernandez, who placed in 3A last year in the third place match 5-0.
No, what school is Connor Williams from?
Canton, Illinois.
Canton. Dude, this guy's gonna be a problem if he's placing third at Grappler Fall Classic.
Yeah. Seneca first. Porta first. Abe's
a-
Rumble. He went undefeated where he beat Roy Phelps. Yeah, from what I see, he hasn't lost this year. He took third at 16U State Freestyle last year, with his only loss being to fucking Jonathan Rulo, like everybody else's losses were.
So we can move Connor Williams up to 4, Roy Phelps 5, Kraus 6, or do we put Kraus above Williams?
No, I do not put Kraus above Williams.
No, Williams is winning national stuff here.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he took third at GSC.
So we put Connor Williams in at 4, Phelps at 5, Kraus at 6. Tolado, he is somebody who.
No, I put Kate Odell at 7.
Kate
And I slide 6. Yep, I slide Tolado down and Sigler down. It's Odell. Yep. Boom.
And McPete stays there.
Yep.
All right.
Although I think my boy Caleb Buckets Ekman could be a problem for a bunch of these guys, but it just depends on which buckets. I say this in the kindest way if Caleb's listening, but it depends on which Caleb Ekman shows up. And that's for a lot of these kids. Do they have the ability? Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I like it. I think we accomplished that, and I think we're looking pretty good. Anything else to leave the audience with? That we finished the 1A rankings. They're updated. We'll put these out tomorrow, and then we'll get into 2A and 3A as soon as possible. Busy week. I got duels tomorrow. I'm going to be up at Hononegah, I think. And then on Friday, I'll be up at Hononegah. Thursday, I have a podcast as well. So maybe Thursday if you guys are around.
Are you getting any extra free Hano swag doing double meets?
I hope so.
Is there a golfer? Is there an avid golfer a part of their staff or on their team maybe that you really take a strong liking to?
Oh, is there ever?
Well, one of their assistant coaches is a golf coach at Hononegah.
Oh, that's interesting. Who would that be?
Anthony Myers.
Oh, okay.
We used to.
Do you guys golf together?
Yeah, we have.
Was Dean Wainwright there?
He was not. He was not. This is a couple years ago.
Oh,
a couple years ago.
But if you guys went golfing now, Dean would get invited. Probably.
I'd invite Dean. I'd invite anybody that wants to come play.
But you would especially invite Dean because he's a good wrestler and a golfer.
Yeah, I mean, those are two passions of mine. So if you like those, I was chipping earlier today and I was making everything in the center cup. So, I mean, I forget every day how good I am at golf. I'm looking forward to the summer. I'm going to take Mark out, see if he's got his golf game.
Golf game's trash. Aren't you going to have a child soon, Dalton?
Possibly.
I hope you know your golf game's going to go to shit real quick, bud.
That's what everybody seems to think, but
you're just not going to get as much. You're not going to get the same amount of opportunities to play. Is my point.
Well, again, somebody asked it. I play at like 5:30, 6 in the morning.
Babies are awake at 5:30 in the morning, bud.
Yeah, you walk. Dalton, you walk.
That,
you got a cart. It don't matter. You can take a kid. You can take a kid. Push a stroller in a golf bag. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, I just wondered why I would be the only one capable of watching this little thing. But,
I'm just trying to bust your chops.
Yeah.
It's not a thing. It's a person, bud.
Yeah. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on and doing this. We had some success, I think, and we'll do it again.
The fans do want to know, buddy, how's Bo Jackson's diet going?
He's doing good. He's actually whining. He wants more food, but we're done tonight. He's
But it's diet food. You can give it to him. Don't count. It's like
no,
light beer.
no, it don't matter. No,
Really?
he's on it. Yep.
Yeah, he's got to be on top of it. But
Winter's rough, man.
all right, we'll see you guys next time.
All right.